just make sure that I am indeed live. Oh, we are. Alright, we're back with Xenoblade X. It's been like a week, but that's because I've been super exhausted with work and other things, and I've just been too tired to play, basically. I did also immediately realize after the first stream that I was similarly very tired that day, which was why I was maybe a bit down, low energy, that sort of thing. But we're back, and let's jump in. We're going to be exploring NLA and meeting Lynn. That looks good. Kind of walled in right now. Right? Oh. At the very least, we
really?
Can. Welcome to the industrial district where we laborers work ourselves to the bone, but NLA for everyone else to enjoy. Chill out. Burn that. Thing.
Hey!
Hey, you're that new guy, aren't you? The new crew member that Alma found, right? I was wondering what sort of person you'd be. You're a handsome one, that's for sure. Yes, sir. Thanks for welcoming. I'm pretty sure we go down there and then there's like the cutscene of the car. With the Adam over here, and then the trigger the cutscene.
Wow, let's see.
Yep, that was probably us. That's our girl, Lynn.
Damn it!
Relax, Lau. Damn it, that wasn't Lau. I'm wrong. Been a while. I don't really remember many people's
Look,
names.
I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
How old did they make her, I wonder? They probably just kept the original English localization. In the original Japanese, I think she's only like 13, 12 or 13. 13, I'm pretty sure. And then I believe they made her 16 in the English original localization. They also censored a lot of her outfits to make them less revealing. They probably just kept the exact same thing, considering some of the other stuff that I've already observed is not changed from the original localization.
She's 13.
Oh.
And I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Am I misremembering? Just upping the brightness on my TV. It was a little low. Wait, I'm actually gonna look this up really quick because now it sounds stupid. How old was Lynn in Xenoblade X? 13. I feel like okay, maybe no, I do definitely see people talking about her being 15. However, it seems like that was not the final decision they ended up going with. Xenoblade X English version. Yeah, I could probably look up some footage to clarify, but no, but okay. So maybe she was 13 in the original game as well, but that was definitely a topic of discussion with the English localization back in the day. God, my laptop is super hot right now. It also needs a battery replacement, and I just don't feel like doing it because it's fine more or less, but I hope everything will be alright. Alright. Changing party members. You can change your active party composition from main menu active members. Yep, I knew that already. Here you can select allies from the reserve and add them to your active party or swap them around. Please note that there are times when you will not be able to change members. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so let's add Lynn. She is our tank. Ooh, affinity chart. Affinity chart knows the characteristics of all the people you meet as well as their affinity to other people. So much stuff. So much stuff, and I feel like I'm never gonna touch some of it. Like the there was like a soul voice screen, I thought. Maybe it's only when we're in battle. Or in the overworld. Roscoe. Ask Roscoe about the curators, I guess.
Listen to this.
Even merely maintaining our current front lines requires ludicrous amounts of money and materials. It was difficult enough on Earth, but supporting a military on a planet like this requires resources on a whole other scale. Which means we curators need to secure sufficient resources here on Mira to fuel Blade's military activities. Otherwise, it will be impossible to sustain defensive against our enemies. Search for the lifeboat will continue. So Blade projects. Good for you.
Hey, listen!
Alright, what's up, though? This song in forever. Actually, that's not true. I listen to the soundtrack all the time, just, you know.
Yeah. Why don't you check it out?
Yeah, well. I don't really know what that is about. Yo, why was that green? This looks a little weird.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. But there's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The industrial district is what got me
The
super
CD
hyped
is
for
the
the game
closest thing to
originally.
a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
In the trailers for the
Well, by
original
NLA
game.
standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet.
Because it sort of looked like a GTA.
To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing,
This
and
too.
more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
All right. Come on, bro. I just wanted to peek. Let me actually lower the game audio a little bit more. Okay, hopefully that's a bit more balanced. But what I was saying earlier is that actually, before Xenoblade X on the Wii U even came out, you know, obviously I'm a big Nintendo guy, so I watch all the directs and everything. And I saw all the trailers for it, and I was super hyped because I saw the main character like walking through the residential district, walking through the commercial district, and it looked like GTA, you know, walking through like a city, cars going by and everything like that. Obviously, it ended up being a lot more disappointing. Most of that stuff is uninteractable. Cars pretty much just phase through you. You can't go in any of the buildings. Honestly, looking at it now, it actually kind of looks kind of bad, but you know, back then it got me really excited.
Gotta say, this blade's looking pretty sharp.
Blade Tower. Stella.
Sir!
Ask Stella about Chouse. What?
Here's what I know.
Oh, that's the leader.
One, two, three, four.
Okay. Let me ask for the other thing.
Sir! Intel is sparse, but
Is that Oblivia?
Listen.
Oh, we're probably too weak. Yeah, that's fine. Can we go in? Armory Alley. We're gonna spend a lot of time here. Well, not much this side street. Well, yes, this side street, but not as much as the one coming up.
One, two, three, four.
Whatever.
You know, my guy's pretty tall now that I'm looking at it. I didn't even make him the tallest he could be.
Well,
What the heck?
Want to hit this together?
It's pretty cool. But I was trying. What the heck? That's not what I wanted to do either.
One, two, three, four.
No, 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 no. Don't do that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. uh... Right.
Am I right?
Oh, the
hey,
shop terminal, that's gonna be useful. I remember. Why does this girl have a thing?
what?
See.
Well,
I can't tell if they updated the models or not. I feel like they did, right? For everybody, I mean, obviously for the main characters they definitely. Just curious how much that applies to NPCs. So this is the main street.
and here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one.
Hey, it's the president.
So,
Whatever.
you must be the latest rescue.
Whatever his title is.
Secretary Nagi.
Secretary now.
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin? It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
R.I.P.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us.
Well, isn't that
Did it
convenient?
go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived.
No, I love Elma.
So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
I don't even want to know how much money it cost to make all those ships, especially since there were a lot of them too, not just the White Whale. At least a couple dozen, right? And they're massive too, so bruh. Insanity.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions.
So when do I get the
trained to
core
handle
crystal
the
for
limited
Pyro
amount of
and
situations
Mithra?
we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers.
I never actually did the Xenoblade 2
But
DLC with
fighting isn't our most important duty.
I don't think, anyway.
Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
All right. What's this registration?
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
All right, Chapter 1. Client Nagi, take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Lynn and Elma and learn more about life as a member of Blade. Okay. Press R to display the navigation panel in the bottom right of this screen. This will show the objective of your currently tracked missions. Blah, blah, blah. Not really sure if I want to spend my money on anything in the stores. Visit this Skell hanger, I'm pretty sure. And we do get Skells. 1, 2, 3, 4 slots. I think you could have more, or I don't know, maybe you can only display 4 there. I forgot exactly. Little kitchen area. We're gonna cook Tatsu later. These are just like holograms. I don't really remember why. Do I have any? I guess not. What's this? Change the time. I think this might be online stuff. I basically never used this originally. Alright, let's go shopping.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
They do look cool.
This guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction.
Bro.
Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn.
What?
Right. Sorry.
What is she writing fan fiction about?
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
All right,
There
Ollivander.
is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
I'm gonna have to start making money because those scales are heck of expensive.
What's wrong?
Whatever. I don't really care, actually.
So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway?
Motion blur.
We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
She did. Is that multiplayer or
Hey.
something? Eleonora.
Yes? Yes?
Bang.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome,
Sorta.
right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
let's keep exploring.
Listen.
Hey. So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough.
What if I want to
And
impress
that goes not
the
only for your personal armor and weapons, what we
ladies?
call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour.
Stop drooling,
I
Lynn.
think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Am I right?
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Guy's a lot of time on his hands. Alright. Elmo's advice, you've just woken up, so you must be feeling pretty hazy. If you're confused about anything, you can check the tips. Yep. Treat them as your basic textbook for surviving on your own. Favorite or junk? Wait, I was reading that. Wait. What was that?
One, two, three.
Right here. Item set as a favorite will be marked with a star. They can be found easily by using the correct sorting option. They are also safe from being sold by accident. Set up my item as favorite. Simply hover over it on any equipment or inventory screen and press Y. Items categorized as junk will be moved to the bottom of your item list. They can feature perfect. Yeah. Main menu, Intel, inventory. You can select any category of items. You can press ZR to sell all items categorized as junk in one go.
3, 4.
Okay. So says junk. I'll keep that one for now. The gun though. Let's see. Favorite. All these are pretty good. Favorite. I'll just favorite all these, and then these can be junk. Okay. Oh, that's good, but it looks so bad.
One, two, three, four.
Oh wait, I'm too weak for it anyway. Need to get to level 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
Alright, so all you have to do is get the ground gear to have it as fashion. Okay. I'll just keep her as she is for now. I just wanted to get the scatter off her face. Oh wait, let me do mine as well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll mess around with that when I have more options.
Am I right?
Hey,
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Lynn really
Thank
thinks
you,
she got
Miss
jokes.
Fu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam. Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
I mean, pretty much have to accept, so yeah.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
No, I forgot to take the scatter off of Lynn's face. My bad, Lynn. You looked a little goofy.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit.
Oh, I'll help Emma,
Here in New
Emma
LA,
probe
we're
any
using
day
a
of the week.
specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Install the data probe at the Frontier Nav site and complete your training. Chapter 2, The New Frontier. Guess I'm still in my tutorial phase.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
I forgot to take off our scouter
Hold
again.
on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh? Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so.
Aw, don't
Those
rain on that
Grexes we took
parade.
down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
Let's not get too excited. Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Alright, this is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the segment feature of your map is now available for use. It's displayed on your handheld comm device. It is a useful tool with lots of information about Mira. Honestly, it's nice to have this on like a regular. Can I not zoom out any more than that? Well, at least for now, maybe. So, wow, it's just straight up giving me all the map data. I forgot it did that. Did it do that? It's just giving me a general terrain layout, too. I feel like it shouldn't do that. Whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey,
I wonder if it'll let me use the shops.
Hey.
Wait. I think. Didn't it say. There was a way to sell all junk, like, quickly. Oh, right there. Sell. You have no items. Okay. See, I don't know if any of this, or how much of it, will be purchasable, or obtainable, rather. Just chilling. Specifically, I'm talking about... Specifically, I'm talking about, the swimsuit stuff. But I'm too poor to even buy all this. I don't know why I'm looking. Alright, let's just do what we got.
One, two, three, four.
Hey. Yes? Hey.
One, two, three, four.
Roger that. Constant vigilance. Or something along those lines, right?
Let's get this started.
Locked and loose.
Shadow Strike! Slide! Splinter!
Infuriate! Rising Blade!
It's down. Weaken them and lay in. Wild spin.
Side Flash!
Random pack! Taking it close!
Shadow Strike!
Infuriate!
Incredible.
Assault Hammer! Topple them! Fire away! Rising Blade! Easy peasy.
Nice work.
Too good. What? Game really said nah. Okay. That's worse. When is that? Probably better. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Those would probably kick my butt. I'll fight this thing though.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you've got.
Fire carnival.
Shadow Strike!
Infuriate! Assault Hammer!
Slide!
Flame Grenade!
And do some damage.
Block this!
Early bird. Off balance.
So you like knocking people around? We got company! Rising Blade! Now! Combo! Bonfire!
Now, melee attacks. Shadow Strike. Off balance.
Wild jam. I toppled them. Close in.
Oh no way, we're getting ganged up on.
Upper hand.
We're so
Block
cooked.
this!
some
How
gunfire.
tough. Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Wait, can I not rest
Side
here?
flash.
Maybe I don't have the right thing.
On my own?
I'm running.
All right, then.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I don't have the skill to rest her yet or something. Hey, we beat the one. Ooh. Close call. I love how fast you run in this game. That's the jumping. I always like that. I want to make it day. Ruh-roh. There was some fighting here.
What the hell happened here?
Is this our introduction to tyrants?
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
It's a tyrant.
Unless... what?
Right, Elmo?
This is bad.
Just say it.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That's Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Talking it up just for it to be
Think about
not
it.
even that strong.
Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigens in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. but don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on.
Nah, we gonna kill it.
Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in, so double check all weapons and gear, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up. I really love the little images with the tips. Got a screenshot on this next one. Alright, so 26 for him. And that's all I can do for him. For Elma, where's her topple move? This one, inflict stagger. Give her some more evasion. That one too. Just give her an all-around comprehensive upgrade. Okay, and Lynn. I don't think there are, but let's just double check. For me, she's good and she's good. Okay. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, I didn't have any trouble with this in the Wii U version. I don't even know why I remember so many tiny details like that. It's been a very long time. 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
Didn't have to be like this. Shadow strike! Fire!
Wait! Look at that!
Slide!
Follow up with melee attack.
Wall side slash!
Baby! This is hot!
Wow!
Upper hand!
Now, topple him with some gunfire.
I'll topple him! Scream
Flame
edge!
grenade!
Shadow strike!
Wild down!
Melee attack!
Hey, look at this. It's not even strong.
Fire carnival!
Slide is nice! And
hammer!
damage!
The song is epic, though.
Upper hand!
Easy.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
I was admiring the scenery.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Insertion.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Nice.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Wow. I meant allow on the tips first. You know, I wasn't really super impressed in the textures at nighttime, but wow, this game is really beautiful during the day.
Here they come!
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Watch it.
Now,
Danger
melee
approaching.
attacks. Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Got it. This is wearing me down.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna make it.
Got it.
Rising. I'm still in this.
Watch the
Let's get in
lane.
their face. Infuriate.
Yeah, I should run. It's my fault. I think I targeted the wrong one at first.
I'm almost down, but not out.
Stop chasing me.
You're really asking for it.
Now we're stuck on a whole different planet. Oh my god.
Standing as long as you can until we get all dolls up. Then call our bets off with low guitar. Dealing with lives messed up.
Yeah, that was rough. Not ideal.
Open fire. Follow me.
I've got
Infuriate. Assault hammer.
Appreciate
Topple them. Fire away.
What?
That. Follow up with melee attacks. Rising blade.
Hit him
Upper
again.
hand.
Infuriate. Rising. Dinner is served.
We got him. Let's move.
Get a load of this.
Locked and loaded.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you've got.
Why is he walking this way? Why is he what? Why is he what is he doing? Hayridin, the territorial. Gee, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, no, we're not messing with that.
I'm gonna mess you up.
You won't beat me.
Infuriate.
Fire carnival.
Topple them.
What?
Fire away.
Side flex.
Aura activate.
Okay.
Your turn.
This should tide me over.
Infuriate.
Upper hand.
Babe.
Shadow strike.
This is hot.
Wild down.
Side flex. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Gotta say, this blade's looking pretty sharp.
Nice, got a level up and an armor. Bro, why does this thing keep following me? I'm not trying to get ran up on by a giant ass monkey.
Here they come! Open fire! Follow me! Assault hammer!
Wild down!
Rising blade!
Close in!
Flame grenade!
Scream edge!
Ah!
Trash tuck!
Side flash!
Defensive stance!
Side flash! Upper hand! Shadow strike!
Dinner is served.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
New skill, new art. Love to see it. Let's see. Boosts melee accuracy by 12%. I only have one skill slot. Well, I probably want to keep maximum HP for now then. Power Drive grants supercharge plus grants total evasion during execution. Need something strong to test it against.
Let's get this started.
Engaging! Lay down some fire for me!
Power
Shadow
dive!
strike!
Assault hammer! Flame
Green
grenade!
edge!
Look at that! Follow up with melee attack! Infuriate!
Fire carnival!
Rising blade! Concentrate your fire on the big sucker!
Yeah. We're on top of this now.
Whoa!
Appreciate it!
Side clutch! Shadow strike!
Rising blade! Now, top with some gunfire!
Use an aura! Get control of the
Don't push
battle!
me.
Get off! Slide!
No time for downtime!
I think Elma got an art. What is this? Grants supercharge plus grants total evasion during execution. I don't really know what that even means. Yeah. Thirsty Edge restores HP when landing melee attacks. But I don't really know enough about her. I don't really feel like delving into her kit right now to figure out what's
Open fire! Follow me!
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going!
Leave it to me! Toppled him! Fire away!
Target him well!
Easy peasy.
We got him. Let's move.
get this started.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Infuriate!
Shadow strike.
Cover fire.
Rising blade!
Side slash.
Look at that!
Now it's my turn.
Follow up with melee attack.
Slide. Slinger.
Flame flow.
Appreciate it.
Rising blade! Look at that! Follow up with melee attack.
Shadow strike.
Dinner is served.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Get a load of this.
Let's see what you
Infuriate!
got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Let's see you wobble.
Slide. Slinger.
Assault hammer! Topple them!
Doesn't
Fire
it
away!
mean assault hammer?
Flame
Move in and
grenade!
do some damage.
Pretty sure she hasn't been using it.
Stop it.
Infuriate! Appreciate it.
Upper hand. Shadow strike.
Rising blade! Now! Topple them with some done. Dinner is served.
Let's keep it up.
Alright, let's go finalize our blade recruitment.
Great!
Van Dam.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Let's go.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Bro's just dodging that topic.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right?
Not really.
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
True.
Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, Prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person.
Cutscene so long my Switch
Someone
started to
with
fall
my
asleep.
charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join?
I don't really remember.
Don't
if
fret
this
about it too much.
matters.
Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Gee, I think I should pick mediator. No, probably one of these Harrier interceptors or Harriers. Maybe Pathfinder could be nice. Chilling with Lao. Let's do Pathfinders for now, because that's going to be important right off the bat.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Let's go.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Search for Nelson's missing team in Southwest Primordia. Chapter 3. Recommend level 9. I'm level 8. Builders of a Legacy. Alright, Blade Services. You're officially a Blade now. Congrats, becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Fast travel. Arms manufacturing, or AM, supports us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear. Okay. Missions. Missions comprise duties and requests received directly from the concerned parties or via mission control. They're divided into 4 categories. Provide rewards and affinity when completed. Story mission, yep, the main missions. Affinity mission, so your team member missions. Normal missions, just regular people. basic missions. Faceless ones, yeah, okay.
Strength comes from experience.
This is even my
That's
cooking
true
out
on
there.
any planet.
Alright.
Thanks.
I think it's just like, oh my god, what'd I do? Earth Life Colonization Project. All the logos. Some numbers. I don't really feel like adjusting the colors right now. All right, well, I think that will be where I end the stream for now. I think we did a good little bit. Sort of got out of the tutorial section of the game finally. And we'll pick it up tomorrow. Tomorrow I only have to work half a day, so I should be able to play a good amount tomorrow. But thanks to anybody that watched, I really appreciate it. I know I'm probably not the most energetic or, you know, energetic works streamer. And I probably never will be. That's just not really my personality. I don't know, I just chill, play games. I mean, I'm going to play the game anyway. I figure I might as well stream it. You know, catalog my experience, catalog my time with it. That way, if I, you know, if even I ever personally just want to go back and watch my gameplay, I can do so. But yeah. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed, you know, consider like. I keep on looking at my mic. I do this every single time. I look at my microphone as if it's my camera, which it's not. Anyway, guys, if you guys, you know, like and enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel. I appreciate it. But that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.